Good morning, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. So I thought I'd do something a little bit different today. I'm kind of a Thanksgiving snob. I'm a big fan of frying and smoking turkey, so I thought I'd show you how I do that every year. So got my fryer set up here. There's nothing in it yet. I'd usually do this towards right a little bit closer to when we're planning to eat. I like to get pure peanut oil, but lately they've been stocking the peanut oil mix or a blend. Seems to come out just fine. I'll get to that later once we're ready to do that. But I got up at about 4:30 this morning and I put a turkey in the smoker. So it's about 7:40 right now, so that's what it looks like a couple hours later. So the trick with the smoker, this is a gas-fired smoker. I've got the flame on low, some wood chips. You can pick those up at Lowe's, Home Depot. I've got a pan of water right there just to keep things from getting too dry. And you want to cook it low and slow. Now, I prepped the turkey last night, and by prepping, what I did is I made a rub, and I also made an injectable marinade. The marinade was very simple. It's stuff you already have around your house. Just some chicken stock, 2 or 3 sticks of butter, some salt, some pepper, some celery salt, onion, and garlic. Mix that all together. Get one of those injector needles that you can pick up on Amazon or even at Home Depot or Lowe's, and just inject the bird in several locations and let it sit for a while. You want all those juices to soak in and give you a really nice flavor. Now on the outside, I used some salt and pepper, some brown sugar, again a little bit of garlic, a little bit of onion powder, and just rub that on the outside of the bird and let that sit overnight as well. And you can see what that rub looks like. Sort of. Wow, it's smoky. It smells good though. So this is a pretty big bird. It's going to take a couple hours. Why? By a couple, I mean a lot. That's why I got up at 4:30. We're hoping to eat around maybe 4 or 5 o'clock. Hopefully it'll be done by then. I can't guarantee it, though. I like to cook them low and slow. Now, years past, I used to use my handy-dandy fluke meter that you guys always see me with a temperature, or thermocouple on the end. And it worked really well for many years. I've been using that for probably 10, 15 years. But I picked up this like $10 or $12 thermometer on Amazon. It's very compact. It's not expensive, so if I drop it, it's not the end of the world. What I love about it the most, though, is it reacts very quickly. See how fast the temperature goes up. The fluke meter has probably got half the response rate. So you don't have to sit here for as long adjusting the temperature. You might be asking what temperature do I keep it? I like to keep it around maybe just around 200, 220, somewhere in that neighborhood for smoking. Again, you don't want to cook it too fast. You don't want to cook it in the oven, like you were cooking in the oven. So that's a pretty good temperature right there. Still going up a little bit, but that's probably where it's going to settle at. And depending upon what smoker you use, I mean, there's all sorts of different kinds. I also have a charcoal smoker in the shed. My brother-in-law was very kind to build me one many years ago with my alma mater on there. I've got it back here somewhere. I don't use it too often. I just don't want to damage it because I know he put a lot of work into it, so I keep it protected in the back of the shed. I don't see it at the moment though. But he's got my he's got a little Cornell lettering on the outside that he did by hand. It's very nice. Thank you, Kyle. So this is kind of my go-to workhorse smoker. Pick it up at Lowe's or Home Depot. I think it was maybe 150, 175 bucks. It's a couple years old. I just threw a cover on there. It lasts longer. All right. I realize I'm rambling, so we'll pick it up once we're a little bit further along. It's about 2 hours later. Let's do a temperature check and take a look, show you what the bird looks like. So it's been cooking for about 5 hours so far. Okay, smoker's at a pretty good temperature. It's right around 220 or so. Still climbing a little bit, but it's slowing down. Let's take a look and see what it looks like. pretty, huh? Internal temps are 140, 150. We might slow it down a little bit. That spot's about 146. Yeah, I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. I don't want this thing to cook too fast. Let's add some more water to the dish down here. All the juice is running out. That's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna add a couple more wood chips too. I always soak them in water, otherwise they just have a tendency to burn up, catch on fire. So I soak them in water, and then I put them in the smoker, just like that. There were a lot of chips in here when we started off, so I'm not gonna go too nuts, but all right, let's let that sit for a while longer. And we'll pick it up in another couple hours. Hey, another 2 hours has passed. I think we're out of water. You want to say hi? Okay.
Hi.
Alyssa's happy. It's Thanksgiving. I'm pretty sure the temperature is going to be a little high if we're out of water. It's actually cooking pretty quickly, faster than I was expecting. Well, we already know it's hot. We don't need to take its temperature just yet. Looking pretty good though. So again, that's another 2 hours. Let's check internal temps and see where we're at. I've been smoking turkeys, or frying turkeys for years, and everybody seems to like the smoked ones better. Okay, so we're about 160, so we're making really good time. Almost alarmingly good time. Might need to turn this off for a while and slow it down. Alright, so I'm gonna add some water to the basin down there and we'll let it keep going. We got our oil at about 325. We're putting the turkey in right now, and my trusty assistant is gonna film for me. Hi, Liz. Alright, we're slowly gonna put the turkey in. Note that the turkey is not frozen. Slowly lower it in. Sorry if I'm shouting, it's kind of loud here. This bird's about 25 pounds, and I used a whole one of those Loco peanut oil blend containers. It's probably just the right amount. And that's it. And while we're here, I'll show you what our other bird looks like. Trusty assistant, may I borrow you for a moment? This bird is just about done. It's a couple degrees off, so we're just kind of letting it simmer in there and keeping it moist, keep it from drying out. Thank you, dear. So that's that. This bird should take about 90 minutes. I usually like to keep it around 300 or so, which is right, what is that? And once we're done, 90 minutes, we're gonna check the temperature. We're gonna check the temperature a couple times along the way, then we'll pull it out when it's ready at 165. Let it rest for about an hour, and then we'll carve. Carving's fun, right, Liz? Maybe? What does Dad always do when he carves? I eat a lot of turkey and then pass out. Anyway, enjoy, guys. We're probably about an hour into the fry. You can see the temperature is about 325, 330, somewhere around there. Got my trusty pocket thermometer too. Let's see what it says. Yeah, about 330 or so, give or take. So we'll pull that bird out in a little bit and just check the temperature, make sure see how close we're getting. This bird in the smoker's done. It's beautiful. This thing's gonna taste amazing. Again, I started this at 4:30 in the morning, so it's really a labor of love. You gotta love doing this to have the discipline. But they taste great. And notice some of the grass is dying below. I knew this was gonna happen, but just be aware of that before you start frying. It gets hot down there and your grass isn't gonna like it. All right, I think we'll probably pick it up once we yank this thing out of here and check the temperature. Just came out to check. I noticed the oil was above 350. I was inside socializing. So I shut the gas off, just let it cool down a bit. Once it gets to a more manageable temperature, down to like say 325, we'll yank it out and we'll check the temperature. I think we might be good though. It's been there for a while. In fact, let's give it a quick test. I'm gonna put you guys on my head. Bear with me a second here. Whoop, sorry. Hello. Hopefully you guys can see. Yank this out and give her a test. So if you guys have never fried a turkey before, don't be afraid, just be smart. Don't do something dumb. Like put a frozen bird in here. So we're about 185. So far we're done. Keep in mind it's going to cook for a little while once it comes out too. Yeah, it's done. The gas is not going to be turned back on. It cooked pretty fast. So, let's take a sip of our beer. We get situated in the kitchen. Blue Moon on tap. Then we'll cover it up with some tin foil. Alright, so always remember when you take the bird out, it's going to cook for a little while, for an hour after you take it out. So let's take the bird out slowly. Let all the oil drain. We're going to put it in this pot right here, which I cleaned ahead of time. We're going to cover it with tin foil and let it sit for about an hour. Looks yummy though, wouldn't you agree? It's going to continue to cook. Put that in here. Wunderbar. Smells wonderful. The dogs even like it. Hi Bailey, you want that? Turkey inside, covered up. It's about 3:30 Eastern time. We'll let this sit until about 4:30 Eastern time. Let it continue to cook. Let it do its thing. That bird is done. Time to yank the smoked turkey out. We're just gonna stick it in the oven, the bottom oven here on warm, just to keep it from getting cold. So let's go grab it. All right guys, time to get this thing out of the smoker. It should be done. So we're just gonna carefully wedge this out. Hopefully I don't drop it and make a fool of myself. Would be the first time I've done that in public. That turkey's pretty well stuck. Come on. There we go. Now we got it. Time to bring it inside. Now this turkey's going to sit for about an hour as well, covered in tin foil. Liz, can you open the door for us? Thank you, dear.
Hello.
You like being on YouTube, don't you? Okay. Heads up, heads up. We don't want to drop this. And then we just need carry space. Let's put it right here. Jen, I'm going to move your wine out of the way.
You're dripping all over the floor.
I'm sure I am. The dogs will take care of
Dogs
it.
are licking it up. The dogs will take
All right, we're good. Turkey 1, turkey 2, turkey 3. Time to carve.
She smelled the turkey.
Do not carve like I do. I'm an amateur.
We should have hired Phil.
You just cut it down the middle
Phil's
and cut
not
it in
here.
half.
Oh, no, there's a special way. I learned that from Phil. Take the legs off first.
Our friend
Are we
Phil
saving the neck for something?
takes it off and
I'll eat the neck.
reassembles it.
Really? Okay.
That's the best part. Right?
Strongly disagree.
My question is, can you fix the turkey when you get done carving?
It's broken.
That's my dad's turkey.
I don't think it's technically broken though.
That looks good.
Nana, you left these in here.
We need commentation.
Oh my god.
Embarrassing. It's on video. It's gonna go on YouTube.
Stop.
Joe's Garage. My mom made a mistake. She left the giblets in when she baked it. In a plastic bag. We're all
No,
gonna
it wasn't
die.
plastic, it was paper.
We're gonna die.
I was wondering where they were.
All the YouTube comments are gonna be redirected
Why
to
would
you,
it be in
Nana.
a smaller cavity as opposed to the larger cavity?
That's what she said.
It's like you're the doctor after surgery. Anybody see my watch?
Let's taste it. Let's see. This is the privilege of being a carver. You get to taste. Nice and dry, like a baked turkey.
Oh, this is the baked one.
This is the baked
These
one.
This is
on
the-
deep fried and
This is
smoked.
the
This
myth.
is smoked, and that's deep fried.
Oh, okay.
Whoever invented deep fried
Yeah,
turkey
she
should
looks
get the
skinnier,
Nobel.
Joe,
doesn't
you could probably cut it that way.
Or a Pulitzer.
Excuse
I don't know,
me?
whatever
You can cut it
prize
that way.
you
Yeah.
get.
I can cut it however I want because I'm carving.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Lucy lost weight too.
What's
Yeah,
food like to
really?
carve?
Liz, you're doing a
You got
good
somebody
job.
hoping you're clumsy right now.
Sorry?
You got somebody there hoping you're clumsy and
Oh,
you drop
he
something.
knows I am. Why do you think he's standing by me?
He's like, oh,
Statistical probability.
Where's
That's the
Lucy?
problem with trying it that
Lucy's
way.
He's had 10
standing
years
at
to
the
learn
table.
my flaws.
Next time, cut it vertically.
Nana?
Horizontally.
You know what? You want to carve?
No, that's okay.
Okay, good.
Doesn't he
Just- I
look
just want to
very
see you cut the next slice.
You don't want to be on YouTube, right?
No.
You scared?
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 Just a little.
It's a black and white video.
You're doing a good job, honey.
Oh yeah, I posted it already.
Which one?
Which one?
The one of Joey.
What do you need?
Doing what?
Dancing?
Good.
It looks very DIY.
Wow. I'm pretty sure the YouTube can spell. Here.
Okay.
Can you guys spell?
Doesn't he look a little
Muffies?
happy?
Happy's one word. There's a couple other words that would describe that. That also means happy, but could also
Yes.
mean
That's why I
I have to
said
deal with you
happy.
guys.
Oh, it's good.
joyful,
Very joyful.
sprightly.
I don't think you're gonna be able to monetize this one.
No.
Joey, stop eating and cut.
Oh my god.
Is it any good, Joey?
Joey,
All right.
I think he likes it.
Dana, should I put the water here?
sure.
Am I tasting? Am I cutting the breasts of all this one too, or should I cut?
No, put that one aside and do another one
Yeah,
now.
yeah. It's a lot of turkey.
That's the smoked one.
Yes,
That I'm curious about.
it's amazing.
I forgot.
It's
I've
amazing.
done smoked chicken wings on a wood grill, and it is just ridiculous.
Daniel, just take note of what's smoked and what's not.
All right.
This is always the one that's left over. Hopefully I didn't screw it up.
The smoke is left over? No.
No, this one.
Regular
Big
one.
The oven baked because it just tends to be drier.
Boring.
That was always
good.
really fast.
Now I'll warn you, the spice layer on the outside is very strong, so if you don't,
Is that what this is?
yes. So you might want to pick that off.
Did you make this yourself?
I did.
Take a picture of that.
This
Yeah,
is
this
the
is
roasted one.
Too.
This is the roast. Okay.
Yeah.
Dad, I made
Okay,
that too.
Debbie, that's the baked one.
Yeah,
That's
let's
not
help
dry.
Dada
That
make
is
it.
not dry. That is a good turkey, ma'am.
Oh, I want the leg.
I bet you do.
I like the leg.
Bailey wants a leg.
You want the whole thing?
Here, put the rest of the legs over here.
Run.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
This we have room for the
That turkey's seen better days.
rest. Stop eating!
It's like food porn.
You're making us hungry just watching you
porn.
eat.
Well, don't watch. I'm gonna eat whether you guys watch me or not. That's a good spot here.
Boy.
Stop!
Jake's like, what?
I just don't want to make commentary because I'm gonna be right next to the camera.
Look at that. Fool's right off the bound.
Don't you know it's impolite to eat in front of people?
I don't care.
This is
That's what she said.
He made it so he can make it.
My turkey, my rules.
this is his castle. He can.
He's the one that hunted that turkey with a bow and arrow.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Actually, I heard he used his bare hands.
Wow.
I
That's
killed it with myself.
And smoked it himself.
I did. And hopefully the dog won't get it when I drop it on the floor.
wild turkeys are actually very.
You were in a
mean birds.
really good
They'll
spot.
chase you and attack you.
Bailey's in a good spot.
This is a very good spot.
Been here and done this
It
before.
was kill or be killed. And
Bailey's in a
This
very
one
good
cut in the
spot.
opposite direction.
Excuse me? What's that?
Cut that one in the opposite direction.
You wanna do it?
It'll go faster.
You want to do it?
Yeah.
Good.
I'm not prejudiced, but that turkey looks a lot darker than the other turkeys.
You sure you're not prejudiced?
Not at all.
Nobody's
I am not prejudiced at all
in this
except
house.
Mexicans. I'm just joking. I love Mexicans.
Definitely cannot monetize this.
Let's get that turkey. Is there a problem?
Dad, why not
Right,
cut
yeah,
it?
want me to do it?
Dad, why is
Put
he,
it down. Take down.
why is he
Lay it
not
flat
cutting it neat?
And go straight down.
How
Yes.
boring.
That's the way you're gonna get
Against the
a good
grain.
Why
cut.
is he?
Yeah.
Marilyn, you should cut the turkey.
It's like happy Thanksgiving, except for you
That's the
small
way
left
Phil
lane
would do
drivers.
it.
I hope your turkey's.
Phil ain't here.
dry. Look at that.
Who's
Look at
Phil?
that. It's just like cutting
Who's
butter.
Phil?
It's dripping.
Like butter.
Moore's head. He was
Not
Papa's friend.
butter, butter.
Was?
Yeah.
Is he dead?
Well, he still is.
I'm gonna
He's
require a
still-
piece of this
he's our
before we
friend.
get started. Just a small tasty taste, because I'm
Give him a
like
little
really,
tasty taste.
my mouth
Who?
is watering watching
Yeah.
you cut that
I
thing.
Dan.
I
Daniel.
can't see it because it's on the other side of the carcass.
Too
That's what
bad
she
for
said.
you, because that just looks amazing.
Jack, give him a piece.
Yeah, baby, calm down.
There are some flavor pockets, so be careful.
Yes.
Daddy,
See
will
what I
this
mean?
See
turkey
those
be
flavor
too
pockets?
Dad, will this too
Is it what?
Oh my God, that is good.
No, it's not.
Just if you eat the part under the skin, you'll be
The
fine.
skin might be, but if you see that.
And
turkey-
Turkey with flavor. Who thought it
And
was
those green
possible?
goobers will be a little
Wait,
spicy
did you
too.
inject stuff in there? Is that
Oh
what that
yes.
is?
Yes.
Yes.
It's like marbling.
I want taste.
Here.
Turkey and seasoned marbling.
Alyssa helped me inject it.
Yeah, she did good. I want to taste.
Any good, Alyssa?
Hmm?
Any
So,
good?
Dr. Alyssa, how was the
God.
operation?
It'll be very salty too.
It is salty, but it's good.
Can I give it to him
Oh
for
my goodness,
Bailey?
it's so tender.
Yeah, let's see.
Wow.
Make sure everybody gets them before you give it to the dogs.
That's good.
Yeah, that turkey's gonna go quick.
Yeah, I think you're perfecting your game here.
I'm working on it.
Isn't this just all skin?
And I'll eat the skin.
I'll leave it.
I thought you were working on to eat while I carve.
Whoa.
We're not
Oh.
eating.
I'm not eating.
It looked like you were picking at it.
No, I gave
Recycling.
Daniel a piece.
That's
I gave
okay.
Alyssa a piece.
Daniel's cool.
Thank you. Thank you for noticing. Is that on
Wow.
video? I want to copy that.
Family's not cool.
It's gonna be online forever.
We just something.
Since you're eating, we get to eat.
Yeah.
Missing something.
It's missing us eating it.
Oh.
Isn't there a whole third turkey?
Yes.
You want
There's
to carve that
another
one up
one.
too? Carve
Yes,
that
I,
one?
I like that one.
You gotta put the fried one
Yes.
right down the center here. Stuff it.
That's my favorite.
The
You
here,
might
put it on here.
too.
You got a smoke?
Fried.
That's a lot. That's the biggest
Joe, I
one.
have to be honest with you. Thanksgiving dinner never really like excited the crap out of me until I just tasted that smoked turkey.
Favorite holiday.
Now I'm excited. After many years.
Smoked turkey from Joey
It was just
that's all I
another day
used to do.
closer to Christmas for
You
me
ever
when I
had
was a
fried
kid.
turkey?
Yeah, but I've had fried turkey.
What's your
The
hand
best.
best? The doggies are looking.
That is the best.
Do that again.
Fried turkey.
You have to do it.
Oh, there
Baby, do it again.
That's gonna be for
Wait, just
Jake.
look.
No,
I
it's
can't
not.
fix your phone.
Okay, ready, go. You look scary.
Good.
I had this awesome,
Yikes.
authentic looking Viking helmet. I should have brought it over.
That would look
So you could
really
be wearing
good.
it. And I have and I also have a beanie that looks like a
Bring
Viking
it
head with a
next year.
beard. It's a beard beanie with that Viking
Oh,
head, and
that's
you could be
hilarious.
carving with that. That would
Yeah,
be
you
amazing.
should do that.
Next time I'll bring it
Bring it
next year.
next time. Or bring it for Christmas.
It's hot, Leslie. You don't want to touch
You can do it
this.
for Christmas.
Oh,
Don't fly.
oh, whatever,
Wow.
hey, whatever gets shot in your direction, you get
Mom, I
to eat.
want
That's what she
That's
said.
the rule.
I want to see if I think there's a bone in there. Oh,
Excuse me,
yeah.
Excuse
You're
me.
gonna stand here.
No, it's just I get a better view.
Oh.
You're arguing with the dogs.
The sink's in the way, and it's hard for me to see what's going on.
Oh yeah, so good.
And he wants more turkey.
That is good. That is good.
Mm.
But that smoked turkey, that takes the freaking cake.
Good.
Oh my
you
God.
eat the smoked turkey, I'll eat the.
You happy, Nana?
Done.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wow.
I'm already feeling the tryptophan settle in.
Don't
We
pass
have a
out
lot
yet.
of recliners you can show. Is it football today?
Yes. We
Bear
should
shit
have
in
it
the
on.
woods? I mean, poop in the woods? Sorry.
Yeah,
Isn't it
let me-
sad? I
Bears
never
actually
grew
won
up
over
watching
here.
sports. I always lived overseas.
We should have it on actually.
Yeah, Dallas is
Oh,
playing
oh,
Buffalo
I'd make-
now.
If Bobby was here, he'd be giving me dirty looks from the unevenness of my cuts.
Stop judging me, Bobby.
Stuck?
Judging
I can feel him looking at my my cutting skills.
You're doing
Is
great.
he working today?
Yeah, he's working his tail
Wait,
off.
Capital Grill is open on
Capital
Thanksgiving.
Grill is open.
No.
What?
It's one of their busiest days,
Tuesday,
apparently.
James.
Look, I know Bobby's got some Asian in it, but he's not Chinese. They shouldn't be open.
that's a good point.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of my friends are going to Ruth's Chris or Capitol Grill or Morton's for dinner today.
I didn't know
They
those
don't-
places are even open.
they don't-
You know,
they don't
you know what it is? I think that the Boca Raton has a lot of older people that really
Don't
don't
cook.
cook.
Yeah.
And
Really rich
I get
people
it.
too.
Yeah.
$100,000
We were
kitchens
in
that have never
Del
been
Rey.
used.
Yeah, I have a friend who
Jake
has
can
never
attest to
ever
that.
used her oven.
We searched
Ever.
everywhere for an open
Then
restaurant
why did she have it?
for about
I have no
2
idea.
hours.
What's her name?
'Cause you
Has
should-
Brian ever used his oven? Brian, have you ever used your oven?
Yes,
Highly unlikely.
we should have come south.
Wait, where do you live?
Well, my mom and dad lived in Delray Beach at that time. And we got up there at 1 and eventually left their place at about 1:45. So, by then everything.
How help
Melissa
her.
will help you, dear.
Okay.
Your 8-year-old daughter will help you.
It's on CBS Network.
Hey, a 6-year-old showed me how to use my iPhone the first time I got it.
Yeah, it's the world we live in, I guess, right? Only the kids know how to do anything.
Is that enough to start?
Yeah. Thank you, Jake.
No
Right,
problem.
so-
YouTube. Hope you guys enjoy your Thanksgiving.
We will.